Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Jeb here again from Adelaide RV, and today I'm going to bring to you one of our most popular family editions, the Leader Gold LE. For most of the families out there, you would be very familiar with the Leader range. We target our family marketplace, couples with a couple of young children, very heavily with our Leader product. There is many Leaders out on the road at the moment. Obviously, people have heard of the Supreme name. We introduced a Leader range about 15 years ago now, predominantly building our family vans. And now with the family market absolutely taking off here in Australia, they have around about 50% of our production line. And I'm going to show you why. Let's jump inside. Okay guys, so we're here inside of our Leader Gold LE. This is our 21'6" bunk van. So I'm going to run you through a few features. Now you may have seen a few of the videos that we've done already with our sister company Supreme. Now a lot of the features are exactly the same in the Leader Gold LE. I will point out what the differences are. We won't go into exact features as they are very similar as far as our build technique is concerned. Our warranties, our aftermarket service, all very similar to our Supreme range that we've already ran you through. So just for your time and for my time, we'll go through the differences today and show you why you should come in and put your family into a Leader Gold LE. Okay, so all of our Leader caravans, whether it's a Leader Gold LE or even up into our Leader Expedition range, they all come standard now with the Red Arc Manager 30. So people are familiar with the Red Arc name inside of the caravan and four-wheel drive space. They're a South Australian company made here down south, and they are an absolute cracker when it comes to off-road battery management systems. So this particular one has the Red Arc Manager 30. Up inside of this electrical cupboard as well, you'll find our hot water gauges. So our hot water system that we're using is a 27-litre stainless steel hot water system. It is a Swift and it is gas and it is electric. So when we're free camping, we can run that on the gas. If we're in our caravan parks and we have our mains power plugged in, we simply run that on electricity. Inside of here as well, you will see our full touchscreen display. So that is Bluetooth compatible with internal and external speakers as well. There's a switchboard here for our water pump, which will pump the water up from our 295-litre water tanks up into our sink and into our shower, as well as a fridge fan here as well, just to help distribute some of that hot air away from the back of your fridge when it is a bit more of the humid weather. So that's our electrical cupboard. We've covered that off. Now we'll move down the back. And this is where we have our large two-door fridge. So this is a Dometic fridge. You do have the choice of either running the Dometic fridge or the Thetford fridge. We give you that choice inside of our Leader Gold LE range. Now again, this is a fully automatic fridge. I did mention 188 litres. Now again, we're up off the ground, so we don't want to be down on our hands and knees when we're trying to get things off the bottom of the fridge. So we do mount that up a little bit. You'll see a small cupboard here at the top of the fridge, and also there's a small flap at the bottom of the fridge. It just helps divide the space and gives us a nice good area for our Dometic three-way fridge. I will also mention you do have the ability to upgrade for a small cost to a compressor fridge. What we do is we upgrade the battery system as well, so you're going to have a slightly larger battery, and you can go to a compressor fridge, which is a 12-volt fridge for those that don't know, as this is a three-way. This runs on 240-volt gas and also the 12-volt from your tow vehicle when you're driving down the road. Now this particular van that we're filming in today is our 21'6" with a double bunk. Okay, so we do this option with a triple bunk. Now the triple bunk will have the bottom on the floor, and then the second and third bunk will be evenly distributed throughout the height of the internal of the caravan. This particular one is a double bunk. Now these are 6'2" in length, okay, so they are a nice big long bunk bed. Each bunk bed has its own individual window, as well as our down lights, our power points, 2 USB and 1 12-volt charging point at the back. So if your children do have iPads or telephones, perhaps if they're a little bit older, they've got charging points here inside of their own bed as well. We have a fully integrated ladder, okay, so we're not having a portable ladder. They're not going to slip. They can actually get down with a fully integrated ladder. And then if we lift this up, you'll see this nice little flap here that comes down and just helps no one doing roly-polies off the bed in the middle of the night. So whenever we have a double bunk option, if we lift up the mattress here, you'll see we have a whole heap of storage in underneath the bottom of the mattress, and on the outside of the van we have an external hatch, so we can actually put stuff in. So our longer storage gear, whether it be a camp chair or fishing rods or, you know, cricket bats or anything like that, can be stored in underneath this bottom bunk and easily accessible from a hatch on the outside of the van. Now, for a bit of privacy from those little ones, or just to cut a bit of noise out in the back of the Caravan, we do fit a concertina door here to our bunk area, separating the two divides or the two rooms inside of the bunk van. So simply unclip it and we just say goodnight. All right, guys, so we're always asked, what can we do with the washing machine inside of our bunk van? We don't want to lose our drawers, but we still want to have the washing machine. So really recently, only in the last 2 or 3 months, we've come up with this new design. So I've actually taken out the back wardrobe. So you're probably familiar with bunk vans having the double door wardrobe. Now we still do that layout. We'll show you those options soon. But this particular one we fitted with a wall mount washer. So this is a 3 kilogram wall mount washing machine. We then have a nice big bench top here and our full bank of drawers. So there's 4 drawers, and the kids can argue or decide who's going to have the top drawer, who's going to have the bottom drawer, but we have 4 drawers there along with our washing machine here on the back wall. Now, as I mentioned, we do have a range of different layouts for this back section. We will show you them a little bit later. If you don't want the washing machine, we can have the full wardrobe with our hanging space, but this particular layout that we started doing has hit the market. It's been extremely popular. Now, I don't recommend filming yourself sitting on the toilet, but just so we can bring you some of the best parts of this Leader Caravan, I thought I would jump in. There's nowhere else to sit, so I'm sitting on the toilet and I'll give you a quick run through. So we have our little basin here, okay, for washing our hands. Quite a good deep sink, so if you're wanting to have a shave or brush your teeth, you can get here. Now again, this van has been fitted with our black tapware package. This is an option, but I absolutely love it. It's exceptionally classy. As you'll see, we get it all around our shower recess, also our mirror. All of our trimmings then become black, as well as our handles as well. A good amount of room down inside of here for just your bits and pieces, your toiletries inside of that cupboard. And also we have an overhead cupboard with a strip light. Okay, so that strip light comes on, gives you a little bit more room. If you're doing your hair, makeup, you know, do you do that stuff in a Caravan? Probably not, but the light's there anyway. Okay, so here I am inside of our fully molded fiberglass shower. So as you can see, you know, I'm not a small dude, but there is plenty of room to have a shower in here. So families of all shapes and sizes, you're going to be very, very comfortable inside of our Leader Gold LE. You'll see we have our hatch up on the roof, so we can simply wind the little lever here. Our exhaust hatch will open up, okay, and then we have a button to press. Now there's a little fan which will help extract that hot condensation or moisture up outside of your shower whilst you're having a shower. Again, our nice beautiful black tapware fitted through with the tap and the rose here, and our little flick mixer tap down the bottom. So again, we have hot and cold water running here to the back, and you'll have a beautiful shower inside of our Leader Gold LE Caravans. Okay, so we're down here in the main area of our Caravan, and we see we have a beautiful sized internal kitchen. So again, although most families are going to be taking a little barbecue or a Webbecue and they're going to be traveling and doing most of their cooking outside, from time to time you will get that average weather. Now what we do is we make sure that we give every one of our Leader Caravans comes with a full oven. So if you do want to be doing some cooking inside, you can do that. Now we also have our lift up lid, okay, standard across our entire range. And then as we lift up our cooker, okay, we can see here that we have this particular one has just been fitted with the 3 burner, although standard comes with the Swift oven, which is a 3 gas, 1 electric, so there's 4 burners in total. Okay, so up here we have our deluxe microwave, again from the Swift group, so it is well positioned here. It's not too high, and we can get in and obviously heat anything up inside of the microwave. Now, anytime we're using a microwave inside of one of our Caravans, please remember that that is a 240 volt only appliance. So although we have our 210 watt solar panels on the roof and our 2 deep cycle batteries, that is only for 12 volt appliances. So the 2 appliances you need to remember that run solely off of 240 volt is our microwave and also our air conditioner, which is positioned up here on the roof. Okay, so finishing it off, we have the workbench up here at the front of the Caravan. It is 1.98 meters long, 1500 wide, so it is quite the workbench, yeah? So there's no bolster in the back of it. It is a very, very large mattress, full inner spring 8-inch mattress with the corners cut off for ease of access getting around. Now this also has storage underneath it as well. Now what good workbench doesn't have storage underneath it? We can see our battery management system is up the back there as well, as far as a lot of storage here underneath our nice big queen bed. Now, because the Leader range predominantly does family layouts, we're going to be having, you know, most of the time 3+ people inside of the Caravan. So what we do as the standard is we'll always fit the L-shaped seating. Now the L is much easier to get a lot of people around it, as opposed to our cafe style seating, which you'll see in some Caravans, or even our club seating. The L is definitely the go-to choice when you want to get multiple people. So 2 adults and up to 3 children in around the seat here. Now, if you have larger families, you can get the little stools that actually sit out on this side of the table just to get more people in around it. Now, one of the features that the Leader Gold LE comes with as a standard is also this headrest here up above our leatherette dinette. Okay, so just another nice touch by Leader Caravans. Now on this particular model that we're videoing today, it is actually sold. So this is actually a customer's van. So it's been fitted up with a few different options. One of those I thought is very important to show you, because we don't get them too often, is the electric awning. Okay, so instead of having a manual awning, which people get a little bit worried about, am I rolling it out correctly? Am I following the right procedure to get that out? And is it going to be strong enough in the winds? This particular van has been fitted up with an electric awning. So what we do is we simply press the button, the open button on the awning, and that awning will open out. So we're just going to undo that strap, okay? And then we're going to come back inside the door well. So very challenging task. We just need to pick a finger. Any finger does not matter. And we're simply going to press that button there that says open. And as you'll see, our awning will begin to roll out. Now I'm going to stop it before we touch on this other van. Okay, so I'm going to stop it there and I'm just going to retract it back in, but you get the gist, yeah? Okay, as we know, safety is important to all families out on Australian roads. We have fitted the Leader Gold LE with the Crim Safe mesh. Okay, so a lot of your competitors will have the old style Caravan doors. This has got the Crim Safe door. If we want the screen, we simply lift that handle straight up like so, and you'll see that that screen door comes across. If we're looking for somewhere to put our beer and wines after a long day on the road, we fit a picnic table here on the outside of the van. So very simple, we don't need keys to open it up, okay? I'll just show you that again. We have our 2 little levers here, all right? So we're just going to press down on those 2 little levers, okay, and that picnic table will fold straight away. Now please keep in mind that this table can only take up to 25 kilos of weight, so please don't sit on it, all right? Or you may risk bending your little arms here. Also very important, before you travel, you just make sure that that's clicked in correctly before you hit the road. Another standard feature that we have is our outside 10 amp power point. Okay, so if you're wanting to plug in a portable fridge or run another cord out for any 240 volt appliances on the awning side of your Caravan, we can simply plug in here to our outside power point, full weatherproof power point on the outside. Now that is 240 volt. Underneath it is our 12 volt point. Okay, so we have our 2 USB fittings, as we've seen inside earlier, as well as our 12 volt accessory plug or a cigarette lighter plug here for 12 volt power. Now directly underneath that again, okay, is our toilet cassette. So internally, you've seen I was sitting on the toilet earlier, okay, this here simply lifts up and you're taking that toilet cassette out and you're wheeling it down the road, lifting the handle up like so, and you just got to get a nice little strut on, yeah? Okay, once you've strutted back from the dump point, now that would have to be one of the walk of shame, we call that in the Caravan Park language. We want to make sure that we put our toilet cassette back in. Okay, so you'll hear this click back in. What we want to do, it's self-aligning. Okay, so as we go, we just click that back in and we'll see here that this handle just feels nice into this little groove. The next hatch along on the outside of the Caravan is our outside TV. Now this is a standard feature in all of our Gold LEs, is our external TV box. So we've seen it on other models before. It is a standard feature on this Leader Gold LE and across all of our family range. We have outside TV arm. Okay, this little bracket is what mounts onto the back of your TV. Okay, that slips into there. So when we've got our deck chairs, our camp chairs out, our kids are running around, all right, we can put the footy on or the cricket on out here. Or what do they watch these days? Ninja Turtles, I still watch that. I was more of a Play School fan, I think. Thomas the Tank Engine. But put that back in there like so, and we wind that over. Okay, we have outside speakers. They're full weatherproof external speakers provided by NCE. Our friends there, Paul, provides these outside speakers. So again, we're just with the flick of a switch on the inside, we can be tuning in our radio or our Bluetooth or a CD or whatever we're putting into the inside for our choice of music. We can be tuning that into our outside speakers as well. So you can stop the internal speakers and start the external speakers and give us some nice music here on the outside of your van. Now, like a lot of our models here at Supreme and Leader Caravans, we give you 2 storage options. So you're going to have your tunnel boot through here. Okay, so we open that one up and we have a full through tunnel boot in this layout. Now please keep in mind, if we do build this layout with a triple bunk, we don't have room for our hot water system at the rear of the Caravan. And when we do that, you won't actually get the full through bunk. So please have a chat to your sales consultant and our sales team here, our client experience or dealership coordinator here at Adelaide RV, and just check if you do need that third bunk. Make sure you specify exactly where that hot water system is going to go, because it will take up some storage here in the front of your Caravan. So alongside of our tunnel boot, we also have our front boot. Okay, so you've seen this before, guys. Fully galvanized line front boot. Okay, 2 drain points in here. So what I'd recommend is any of your wet gear or your dirty gear, so like you know, like your life jackets or your you know, your fishing rods or your hoses, your sullage hose, your drinking water hose, chuck them here inside of this boot, because it does get a bit grubby when you get home. You can pull it all out, chuck the hose in there and hose out the galv lining without affecting anything. And then inside of this one, with our tunnel boot, that's where I'd be storing the items that you don't necessarily want to get wet, because or that aren't smelly, okay? Because that actually goes in underneath the bed of your Caravan. So the last thing you want to do is chuck, you know, dirty hoses or smellier items inside of this area, because where that actually is in the layout of the Caravan is directly underneath your bed, so you don't want to be smelling that. Now, when we look at on a, you know, a product comparison level, please keep in mind that when you're looking around at all the different Caravans, there are so many out there now, that you make sure that you're looking at a Caravan that gives you the front boot as well as the tunnel boot, or you won't have any choice. Your dirty stuff is going to have to go inside that tunnel boot and will be just underneath your head when you're sleeping at night. This is our 16-inch off-road spare tyre. Comes with the best tyre cover that's on the market, Adelaide RV there. We also have our safety day reversing camera up the top. Again, another standard feature in all of our Leader Gold LE ranges. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 arms on our back bumper. Okay, so they can hold additional weight Caravan. Okay, so here we are over on the driver's side of the Caravan. All right, and when we were inside earlier, I spoke to you about the access hatch underneath the bunk. So I just thought I'd point that out while we're out here. So as you can see, this is 700 millimeters long. All right, that access hatch opens up just like all of our other external hatches. I'll show you that again. We're simply just twisting the handles, okay, and then we're pulling down. There's an automotive seal there which keeps this fully waterproof. And as we'll see, there's a nice big cavity here in underneath the bottom bunk. So anything long you want to get in here, okay, we can actually come through and feed longer items in. It's just a really, really practical use of space. And if you're shopping around, please make sure that you just have a look at these little practical tips that we do that makes all the difference at Leader Caravans. Okay, so on our Leader range, we have a full range of interior and exterior colors. Okay, so we'll see the outside of this one here has our carbon fiber cladding. We also do it in our 3mm composite sides. Okay, so that's the flat panel that you see. Now we do that in a range of colors, this carbon fiber look or the darker gray. We also have a lighter gray, which we will show you, as well as our white, our range of white. We give our black checker plate or we give our silver checker plate. Okay, so a full range of color choices with your Leader Caravans, external and also internal. We'll show you a couple of those as we go through. So this particular one we fitted with our internal color scheme called High Tide. We've also optioned that with our black tapware package. So we'll see you have a nice timber grain bench top with a darker gray bottom cupboard and a lighter gray upper cupboard or overhead cupboard. Our couch is a nice slate gray here as well, but contact your client experience officer and she'll give you the exact color schemes and color codes in this package called High Tide, one of our more popular color ranges in the family. There. Okay, so this one that we've just gone through, guys, is our 21'6" family layout. Okay, so this would have to be one of our most popular options. Although it is a bigger family caravan, it gives you your full 6'2" bunks. It gives you your full ensuite, meaning that the shower and toilet is separate, and it also gives you the full north-south bed. Now come with me, I'm going to show you the other two family layouts that we do that are very, very common and very, very popular and always stocked here at Adelaide RV for immediate delivery, and that is our 19'6" east-west bunk van and our 19'6" combination shower toilet bunk van. Come with me, I'll show you them now. Okay, so this one here, guys, that we've come to next is our 19'6" east-west bunk van. Okay, so chat to your sales team. The layout of this one has ensuite E10. Okay, so kitchen design number 1, ensuite design number 10, and this is a east-west bed, meaning the main bed runs across the caravan, not down lengthways with the caravan. Let's jump inside and I'll show you what I mean. Okay guys, so this family layout is only 19.5 foot long, okay, with a ATM, which is our maximum weight of under 3 ton. Okay, so this has an ATM of 2912 exactly inside of this particular display caravan, but we still have all of the same features that I've ran you through. We're still jam-packed with our grey water tank, our 2 95 litre drinking water tanks. We have 2 solar panels, 2 batteries, we have full oven, all the gear, right? But what we've done is we've just shrunk it. So now we've done it in a 19.5 foot. Now the biggest thing that you'll notice is our bed is going east-west, okay? So east-west being across the caravan, not with the caravan, okay? So advantages to an east-west bed is we can actually pick up more internal living space without wasting a heap of space with our bed. Now listen, if you think about a main caravan mattress being, you know, 6'2" long, and you've got a caravan that is 21 foot, almost a third of your caravan is taken up with your bed. Okay, so that's why with leader caravans, what we do in this layout is to run an east-west bed, meaning that you're laying across the van. Now, some people don't like that, jumping over the top of one another at night. We find the younger demographic who are typically buying these family vans don't actually mind jumping across because they're not getting up as many times in the middle of the night. Me personally, this is actually the layout that I have with Cassie, okay, and we love it. It's a very, very good use of space. It's very, very practical, and we still have the separate shower and toilet and the full bunks, which we'll show you now. Okay, so down the back we have the same back wardrobe configuration with our washing machine, okay, and our full bank of drawers. So we have 4 drawers here. Again, we have a double bunk. Underneath our double bunk, we also have the storage that I spoke to you about earlier. We also have the hatch on the outside, which I spoke to you about earlier, so we don't miss out on any features inside of this smaller range. Yes, it's a little bit tighter up here, but hey, it's a smaller van, okay? So families with younger children, they're not going to care, you know. I'm a decent sized lad, I'm up here, I can still move around, so your children, they're going to be fine. Let's jump in the shower, in the ensuite, and we'll have a look inside of here. Again, we have a heap of room inside of here. What we do is we use the sliding door, all right, instead of the swinging door here. So if I show you that, we simply unclip it, and that slides across. It is an amazing use of space, okay? So I still have plenty of room to do what I need to do inside of the shower, and I'm not wasting space with a hinged door or a door that swings out into the area. When I want to lock that up, I simply bring the strap around and we click it in there like so. We have our full ceramic swivel toilet, all right? So we're not missing out anything there. We have a separate shower, separate toilet. It's not sitting inside of your shower cubicle, and we also have our hand basin. We have little drawers here, okay, perfect for your toothbrushes, toothpaste, etc., and a nice big deep sink there as well. So if you're having a shave or you need to brush your teeth, you need to get that out the road, that will swivel back like so as well. Okay, so so heaps of space here inside of this ensuite. Okay guys, so that is our 19'6" east-west bunk van. Very, very popular layout as well, with a lighter towing capacity. It is here on display at Adelaide RV. We always stock this layout along with our 21.5 foot and the next one that I'm going to show you. Now before we go, this particular color range is called our Dolomite, okay? So more of a tan color couch, in our leather couch, more of a mapley grain, timber grain bench top here. So bringing those earthy colors in. This is just standard with our stainless steel tapware package and our normal silver handles. Still elegant though, still classy, but you can upgrade to that black pack if you just want to add that little bit of elegance inside of this Caravan as well. Okay guys, so coming out here to the outside of our 19.5 foot, I just wanted to point out to you with this particular layout with our east-west bed, we do lose the front boot. Okay, so by trying to shrink in the size of the Caravan and get so much in such a small van, what we have to do is we do lose this front storage boot. So please keep that in mind before deciding on this particular pack. I'll show you, we have two separate tunnel boots here on the door side of the van for our storage, but keep in mind, as I was saying before, we're not going to have a wet area. What people do is a very, very common option for this layout, or when they're going with this layout, is they will option in the front toolbox. Okay, so gas cylinders go inside the toolbox, and then we can put any of our wet or dirty gear inside of the toolbox here at the front. But you will notice a very vast difference in the way that this front rolls down and is very squared off in the actual design of this particular leader layout. Okay, so to compensate for not having the front boot, we've actually given you two additional storage units. So this goes underneath the main bed. So again, we have our full tunnel boot going the entire way through, but then alongside we actually have another smaller door which goes through as well. So this is like a little 3/4 boot, which basically gives you the ability to put anything long items through this side, and then your longest skinny items in this side, and then your main items inside of this bigger tunnel boot here. But that is compensating for the fact that we cannot have a front boot in this layout. So when chatting to our sales team, please make sure that you keep that top of mind, that this particular layout does not come with the front boot. But I'm about to take you to our 19'6" with the combined shower toilet. Now that has a north-south bed. So we're going to have a look at that one now. I'll give you a bit of a gander at that one. It does have a combined shower toilet, but we do pick up our front boot in that one as well. So let's go have a look. Okay guys, so we're here now with our Leader Gold LE. This is the last one I'm going to show you today. This is 19.5 foot with a combined shower toilet. So the first thing you'll notice from our last 19 footer is we have our front boot. Okay, so again, we're picking up this wet front boot, which I've shown you on our 21'6". We're picking up our tunnel boot through here. Our overall size is smaller, so it is only 19.5 foot. Let's jump inside and we'll have a look at the different features inside this particular Caravan. Okay guys, so as soon as we come inside of this 19.5 foot layout, the very first thing you'll notice is we are back to an island bed. So the bed goes north-south, or with the Caravan, okay? Like most of your common Caravans on the market today, you'll see we have a heap of room in around the bed that we can walk all the way around this island bed. It is a queen bed. It does have underbed storage. You do have your two overhead cupboards above it, and you also have your side cupboards here for anything for hanging. So we have one shelf up the top and our hanging down low. We have these little pockets here on either side. Okay, so little notches that you can put your glasses in there, or plug an iPhone charger or a phone charger into the points inside the cupboard. And then obviously you have that in alongside your bed there. Now, one thing to point out from the last van we just showed you, which was the same length, okay, but a different configuration with the east-west bed, is now we have our hanging space, our cupboards either side. That one didn't, okay? So we just had our overhead cupboards here at the top. Okay, now in this particular layout, as opposed to our 21.5 foot layout, we have reversed our seating and our kitchen. Okay, so it just gives more of a spacious feel inside of the van in this particular layout. We still have all the features inside of our kitchen that we do in any of our range. So we have our microwave up the top, we have our cooker here with our lid, all right, exactly the same with our 3 gas, 1 electric, cooktop, our grill, our oven, all is the same. Our big L-shaped seating, as we mentioned earlier, the L-shaped seating can get more humans in around that, so mum, dad, the children can all fit around this L-shaped lounge here as well. Now this particular one, we've actually put the curtain across, okay, so that comes across like so, but when that's out the road, I'm not sure if you can notice as well on film, but I have a heap more room here. Okay, so when I'm in the other layout, it's much more narrower, okay, but because we have a combined shower toilet, now what a combined shower toilet is the shower and the toilet is in the one cubicle. Okay, so we'll stick our head and have a look at that. But again, we have our full 6'2" bunk beds. This is again a double bunk. We do it in a triple bunk option, but our top bunk, bottom bunk, storage underneath. So as you'll see, because we have a little bit more room up in this area with our combined shower toilet, what we're able to do is actually give you a full bank of shelving here. Now these are great for toiletry bags, okay? These are great for rolling up towels and putting towels and linen and stuff inside of these shelves, because keep in mind, inside of the shower cubicle, we don't actually have a vanity cupboard or a bathroom cupboard like we would in a lot of the other vans. Now this particular one, we have our full wardrobe. So the last two I've shown you come to the washing machine. This particular one, no washing machine, but we have additional storage. So as I open that up, you'll see we have our shelving, okay? So our 3 shelves through there and our 4 big drawers. All right, so there is a heap more storage in this layout. So although we may lack in our bathroom by being a combined shower toilet, we do pick it up everywhere else. We pick up more room here. We pick up the larger bed. We pick up the front boot, okay? So there's a heap of features that actually we can get in when we just make a small sacrifice on the bathroom. Okay, so I'm not going to lie, it is a little bit tight in here, all right? So for a bigger guy, you're going to be a little bit more tight inside of a combined shower toilet. However, I do say to a lot of our clients, you are only camping, okay? And what do you do more? Do you spend more time in the shower or do you spend more time in the van? Typically, you're only going to spend 4 to 5 minutes inside of the bathroom any given day, but you're going to spend a good, 6 or 8 hours in bed at night, depending on how many beers you drink, of course, and you're going to spend longer in your couch and your kitchen. So that living area, for me personally, becomes more important than the shower. But hey, that's why we give you options. That's why we let you have the choice. For this particular one, combined shower toilet, we have our full rows, a little vanity sink, and we also have our toilet cubicle here. So it is set back a little bit, all right? But as you'll see, if I'm dropping a plonker in here, I've still got plenty of room. Before I wrap up, before I get out, this van is high tide. Okay, so the color scheme, again, exceptionally popular. Beautiful timber bench top. We have these little leaflets, okay, which have been made up, which are in all of the Caravans as well. So when you're visiting the dealership, you'll find these, which help tell you exactly what it is. So high tide is the color inside this particular Caravan as well. With our leader Caravan range, we give you also the color schemes and the color choices of our Supreme range as well, okay? So when you come out of the dealership and you're looking through our internal and external color choices, you don't just have to choose from the ones you see inside of a leader Caravan. I'm gonna take you inside of here. I'm going to show you the color choices. Don't tell anyone I did this, but the Supreme range, we can also get the same colors inside the leader range. Okay, now like I said, this is a little surprise. So this is not a family van, this is not a leader, this is a Supreme, so please don't get confused with the layout. I've brought you in here to show you this new color scheme, okay? So this beautiful new color scheme called Opal, all right, we have released. It is in our Supreme range here on display, but I can build you a Caravan with this inside as a leader in one of our family van layouts. But we have our beautiful timber bench top, we have our black sink, and we have all white, gloss white furniture with our lovely black Dorset handles here. So I'm not sure about you, I'm a little bit biased, but this is by far my favorite color scheme in all of the vans that we do. This is just absolutely beautiful. Okay guys, so there you have it. That is our range of leader gold LE Caravans that we have here at Adelaide RV. Now, again, I mentioned earlier, we do the leader gold LE range in our 2-person Caravan. So right the way from our small little 14.5 foot right up to our 25 foot. But here at Adelaide RV, I prefer to focus our leader gold LE range more on that family market. So whether it's a 19'6" east-west bunk van, whether it's a 19'6" combination shower toilet bunk van, or whether it is this one here, our most common gold LE 21'6" with our full island bed, our full-size bunk and our full ensuite. We have the range for you. We have stock for immediate delivery here at Adelaide RV most of the year, okay? But please reach out, come and see why we are #1 when it comes to families here in South Australia. Can't wait to see you soon.